Hey, it's Ashley Yvette. Welcome back to my channel and to another press on nail tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to get this Jade Fringe Tip press on look.
Bounce, 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 bounce,
Starting off with gloves, because I am making these for a customer. I have this beautiful ASP nude color from Sally Beauty Supply. I'm using my top coat from Après, the non-wipe kind. Y'all know I love that. And then I also have this blooming gel from iGel Beauty, as well as pine green from iGel Beauty. I love this color. And I will be mixing that with this white gel polish to kind of get the marble effect that I need for the Jade. And starting off, actually this time I'm not using the Après nails. I will be using some Coffin. They were like double XL Coffin nail tips that I got from Amazon, because right now Après does not have long Coffin nail tips. I don't know what's going on with that. So last time with the Après nails, I told you guys they come ready to go, so I don't have to do any buffing. But this time around, since I am not using the Après nails, I do have to go in and buff the nails, get that extra shine off. I'm not gonna lie, I don't typically buff the whole nail. I buff majority of the nail, and I really focus on the center of the nail, because I feel like that is where, I feel like it's the most important part of the nail. So I'm buffing the nails. Also, I do have to go in with the base coat, so I'm just showing you guys this. I got it from Amazon. And before I go in with the base coat, I have to go in with the nail prep dehydrator. This is the one from Modelone. So after I buff the nails, I'm gonna go ahead and use the dehydrator to also just kind of take off any excess shine and residue, so that the gel polish will stick to the nails without any problem. So these are the steps that you have to take when you're not using the Après gel nails or any other brand that has gel nails. So y'all can see why I prefer those. So after you buff the nails, you dehydrate the nails, and then you put on the base coat and cure. I am going in with this ASP polish that I got from Sally Beauty Supply. And this is just your typical nude transparent polish that you would use if you are doing a French tip or any type of nail tip design, or even if you do like negative space nail art. This is a great polish to put on that is giving you just a hint of color, but not too much to where you can't get the same color payoff of your natural nail bed. So I think it's important to keep a few of these in stock. You do have to build up your collection so that you can have different nude transparent polishes for different skin tones. So I really love this one. I will link it down below for you guys so that you can check it out. Alright, so now I'm going in with the Young Nails Manicure Polish. This is also one of my favorites. I do think it's a great transparent nude polish, but I am going to be using it for the tip of my nails. So it's going to give me a blush color payoff. And the more coats that you use for this, obviously you will get a different color payoff and it'll become more opaque. So now you just see me going in, and I'm actually starting to show you how I design my nail tips and how I get that French tip look. I actually just start from where I want the nail tip to actually begin, and I make a line going down diagonally. I do that on the left, and then I make another one on the right and bring them together. There is a point where they will cross, and I will go back in, and then I will make another line to kind of curve that out. And it just depends on how deep you want your tip to go, and if you want more of like a C tip. If you wanted a V tip, you actually wouldn't curve it out at all. There are different tutorials on how to do this, and I actually can link one down below that I use that I find is very helpful. And it really is just about trial and error, you guys. You have to figure out what works best for you. And I did a couple of nails where I ended up having to throw them out because I didn't like the way that it looked. Sometimes you have to go back in, you may have to take the polish off and start over again, but eventually you figure out what works best. And keep in mind, everything that I do here as far as my nail tutorials, all of these nail tutorials will be beginner friendly. So this is for my beginners. It's not going to be perfect, so don't go in on me too bad. But if you do have any critiques or just different tips and suggestions you can offer to me to make this process easier, definitely let me know. I'm always open to learning new things. So now I'm just going in and filling in that green color but I actually mixed that pine green from iJoe Beauty with the white Beetles gel polish, and this is the color that it gave me. It's so pretty. I loved it. I think it was just like the closest to Jade that I was looking for. But I'm also going to go in and create some dimension, so you'll see me doing that as well. And obviously, since I did make a custom color, I had to use 2 different nail art brushes to make the French tip. So I used a smaller one to actually do the outline of the French tip, and then I'm using this flatter one to fill in the gaps of the French tip. And this color is just so pretty. Like, that green is just, it's giving Jade vibes. I really like it. So now I'm just showing you guys again how I make my French tip. 1 diagonal line going down on the left, 1 going down on the right, and we make sure they meet. And then I go in with another line to curve it out. So very simple and easy to do. Alright, so now I'm going to come in with the blooming gel. Obviously, I'm only going to put the blooming gel on the actual French tip part of the nail design, so it doesn't need to go on the nail base. And make sure after you do the blooming gel, you do not need to cure it yet. You have to wait until you finish putting the actual other polish in. So here I go. I'm just making a random little stripes, you know. You want it to kind of connect a little bit. It looks a little bit to me like lightning. It is giving you that marble effect, but you want to make sure that you kind of navigate and guide where the lines go a little bit. The blooming gel will do the work on its own, but you also need to kind of push it in the direction that you would like it to go. So you just see me doing that here. Whatever works best for you, whatever looks like Jade to you, do that. And here is an up close shot of me basically doing the same thing. Right now I'm putting in the blooming gel. You want to put enough to where the blooming gel is going to work, but not too much, because when it starts working, it starts working. And you want to give yourself enough time to where you can actually manipulate the design, and you don't have to just put a few stripes and then hurry up and cure it before it starts to spread out too much. So you know, so you might have to try a little trial and error with that, but always make sure that you put your design in first before you actually cure the blooming gel. And don't put too much, just put just enough. So how you do this next part is up to you. You can either put more blooming gel after you cure it. You can put more on top, and then you can go in with the darker color to add that dimension, or you don't have to. You can just go in with the darker color and just add some stripes. It really just depends on how you want that darker color to look. Like, if you want it to be non-manipulated with the blooming gel, if you don't want it to have that gradient or that blooming effect, then you don't need to do that. But if you do want it to also have the blooming effect like the white polish did, then you will go back in after you cure the blooming gel and the white polish, apply more blooming gel, and then do your darker color for the dimension. So totally up to you. So next I'm going in with this gold gel from iJoe Beauty, and I will be using this to outline the blush nail French tips, just to give it some character so it can stand out with those Jade and nail French tips as well. Forgot to show you that product in the beginning, but I will also link that down below. And this is just going to, you know, finish off everything before we apply our top coat. So as a beginner, I am not that good with line work. It is one of the areas that I struggle the most in when creating nail art. So I just got some nail brushes from, it's a Macart or it's a Beatles set. I really believe it's a Beatles nail art brush set, and I really like it. The other one that I have is just something I got from Amazon, and I am looking into different artists, nail artists on Instagram, and a lot of them have different specific nail art brushes that they use. So very soon I will be investing into some more expensive or just more, I don't know, different nail art brushes as I try to work on this, because I really want to get it right, guys, because those lines, they really make a difference in how pristine and sharp and crisp your nail art designs look. So mine are a little off, but you know, this is the beginner-friendly tutorial. I will get better with my line work as time goes on, but I am pretty proud of myself, and they look good to me, if I do say so myself. So I want kudos for me, pat on the back. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. So keep that in mind. This is beginner-friendly, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I do apologize about the focus going in and out. Again, I'm still learning. This is only my second nail tutorial, so it will get better as time goes on. So this is the final look. I am impressing myself more and more as I continue to work on my skill and my craft of doing these press-on nails. So I'm so excited to see how much better I get, but I'm loving doing these beginner tutorials to show you guys that anybody can do it. Please don't forget to follow me, like, comment, and subscribe on this channel, but also follow me on Instagram at @the_nail drip. I provide press-on nails. If you're in the Los Angeles area, I can drop them off to you, and I do ship worldwide. All of my sets, no matter the shape or the size, are $25. That's it. So shop with your girl, you know, starting off this small business. But thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Everything will be linked down below that I use. And until next time, you guys, stay fly.